everyone, and welcome to our Touch Base Thursday for November 11th. I'm excited to be going live with all of you tonight to share with you some awesome projects with using our Angels of Video here before we get started. So anyway, bear with me here. I think I closed out of the wrong page. So you guys get to see me looking at my computer for a second as I attempt to find it again. All right, there we go. All right, so anyway, welcome everyone. Sorry for that delay. Hi to Philomena, Karen, Susie, Missy, Shireen. Hi everyone. Like I said, welcome to our Thursday night together. I am so excited. I have some really awesome cards to share with you and a really pretty gift card holder. Who can't use gift card holders this time of the year? So I have created it's a Christmas themed one, but I figure you guys could also change it up and do it for birthdays or weddings or anything like that as well. So anyway, yes, it is a blistery cold night here in Michigan. Crazy how our weather has changed over the course of just the last week here. And I want to apologize to some of you if I have not been Johnny on the spot with responding to some of my emails. I have been under the weather a little bit the last week here and there. So I just wanted to apologize that it is on my list and on my docket to follow up with a few of you that I haven't either tonight or tomorrow. So just wanted to let you know that I'm alive and I'm doing well, but that's why I've been having just some blah issues going on with some getting over my cold that I had last week. And then I actually got my my COVID booster vaccine and actually got very sick from it. So it happened to me when I got my regular COVID. I was sick for like 2 days with a high fever. And that happened to me again this time. So, but it had me down and out this time. So anyway, I apologize I know some of you have sent me emails and I haven't answered. So I promise I will get back with you guys as soon as I can. Okay, so we have, I have a few things in the way of announcements. Most of you saw that it was my daughter Claire's 14th birthday this last week. And so this weekend we get to celebrate her. My mom is coming into town and we are having a little birthday party for her on Sunday. So I'm excited about that. And then, what else do I have going on this last week? The girls ended their trimester at school, so their classes will be changing. So Natalie now will only be at the high school for 1 hour a day instead of her 2 hours a day, which just floors me that you're a high school senior and at your school for 1 hour a day. But anyway, oh, thank you, Philomena. This is actually a little sweater. It's like a fall-themed sweater. And yeah, I love it. So, but anyway, I just want to give you guys a few announcements before we go into our sharing thing as well. So we have classes that are currently open for any of you to register for. We have Peaceful Cabin, the Bright Baubles class, Whimsical Trees, Sweet Stocking, Painted Christmas. If you're on my email list, you would have received emails with all of those already. If you're not on my mailing list, make sure you join it. I do send out classes, information about my classes, and then I also send out Tuesday emails. I call them my Tuesday tidings, my Tuesday newsletters. And Friday you get free tutorials. Every Friday you get 2 free tutorials with directions on how to make different featured cards that I have. So I want to make sure you guys know about that as well. Okay, so if you shared my video last week, you got into my drawing to receive one of 2 prizes. Woohoo! And we have 2 lucky winners. So the winner of the Evening Evergreen ribbon is Marilyn Squirker. So congratulations to Marilyn. And then the winner of the Black and White Gingham ribbon is Janet Crowell. So congratulations to Marilyn and Janet. And then we have up for grabs this week the Cute Stars adhesive backed cute little stars, and then the Playing with Patterns resin dots. So those are the 2 that we will be drawing for next week. So anyway, yeah, so that's what I have going on there. Couple other additional things I wanted to talk to you about. We have a seasonal sale that's going to be starting next week, going for 3 days only. It'll be November 16th, 17th, and 18th. So for 3 days, I will be providing everyone with an ordering link. So if anybody orders directly through me on the ordering link, you're also going to get a free package of pearls as a little thank you gift from me. But the seasonal sale is this. So for 3 days only, it's 10% off cardstock, 15% off inks. Now the inks are individual inks, so it's not your inks in your bundles. It's just individual ink pads. And then 20% off dyes. Dyes that are only from the annual catalog. Okay, so if there are some dyes that you wanted, like those picture me dyes or some of the more of the shape dyes, now's your time to get them this next week because you'll get 20% off. So it's pretty cool. So anyway, and then there's an awesome join promotion. So I'm here to say, if you spend at least between $70 and $100 a month on Stampin' Up, I strongly encourage you to consider joining Stampin' Up to receive your product at a discount. And right now, during the month of November, we have an amazing join promotion. So the join promotion is that it costs you $75 and you get to pick $125 of product. So that's $50 in product for free. So it's also a great way to get stuff it could be your own Christmas present as well. So I'd love to have you consider taking advantage of that join promotion if it's something that you might like to do. And join my team. We have a lot of fun, and I do a lot of different team exclusive events that just my team gets to go to. So I'd love to have you consider that. So, Mary, you got your vellum doilies. Yeah, Mary was one of our winners, I think, last week on our Facebook Lives. So, yeah. So, anyway, but those are what I have in the way of announcements. One more thing that I've had a couple people ask me about, and so I thought I would share where I'm at. And when I get close, probably in about a week or so, I will do some kind of a promotion for this as well. So I am within $2,800 from my $500,000 in career to date sales with Stampin' Up. So I'm not close to my million. I'm close to my $500,000. Which still is an amazing accomplishment and an amazing feat when I think about it. In my 11 years with the company, that I have sold almost $500,000 of stamp ink paper. It just floors me. And it's just those little feats and accomplishments. When you sit and you think about it, it's just astounding when you think about how, what I do every day, I just do what I do. And then you look at that and go, wow, I sold a lot of stuff, or I've purchased a lot of stuff. But anyway, so I will be putting out there a promotion when I get within my $1,500. Anybody who puts in the order that gets me over my $500,000 will receive a $100 shopping spree on me. You get to buy $100 of Stampin' Up product on me, and I will ship it directly to you. You get to just tell me what you want. So be looking for that to come out in the next few weeks here, couple weeks. But yes, I am just totally, like I said, just in awe over how fast that just adds up. So thank you, Kit and Carol. Like I said, it's just, my goal is to get to that 1 million. So hopefully when I do get to that 1 million, you all will buy my stamp set and you can say, hey, I know her. But anyway, that is my goal. And no, I have no idea what I will design for my stamp set. I've had that question asked of me a lot. But I still have a long ways to go. I'm only about halfway there. But I'll keep you guys updated. And like I said, I will let you know when I have that promotion going on. I do that for every single $100,000 that I get to. I do that. Whoever gets me to that, over that mark, gets a shopping spree as a little thank you to my customers. So anyway, with that, I am going to transfer my camera down to my stamp area. And I think we're going to start with this gift card while it's still fresh in my mind, because as you guys know, me and 3D projects sometimes struggle. But I did create a gift card right before I went live with you. I think I started it like at 6:15 because I wanted to have an awesome little 3D project to share. And this time of the year, who can't use a gift card holder, right? And then I'm going to share with you some cards that I created using the Angels of Peace stamp set. And it was a stamp set that I had totally overlooked in the catalog, one that I would not have had chosen. But I received a card in the mail from one of my Stampin' Up! Friends, and she had used the stamp set and paired it with the Whimsy and Wonder Designer Series paper, and I fell in love with it. And so from there, decided to pair it with that Whimsy and Wonder paper and make some really cool cards with it. So with that, I'm going to transition my camera down, and let's start creating some awesome projects together. Okay. So as normal, you guys are going to see your little sneak peek here of some of the cards and some of the projects that I have to share with you. Okay, and let me move my computer over as well so that I can see them. All right, so I'm going to move them all out of the way. And we are going to start with my little 3D project. Let me add. We don't need my external. Okay. Woo. I think I'm situated now. Maybe. Okay. So we are going to get started with this cute little gift card holder. Okay. Now this little gift card holder, and for this, I just used, I guess let me start by showing you the stamp set. So thank you, Donna. I know I am doing better, but it's still a little scary. All right. So this is the Angels of Peace stamp set. And this is the one that I'm going to be using tonight for my projects, or for most of my projects. And then I paired it with the Whimsy and Wonder Designer Series paper. Okay, so we are going to start with and that stamp set is in the holiday catalog, sells for $21. We're going to start tonight's projects with this awesome little gift card holder. And so I love gift card holders that have cute little belly bands. So we're just going to take the little belly band off of this, and it's going to pop open. And there you have the cute little gift card, and it fits perfectly inside this little slotted area right here, okay? And then the little gift card, little band's gonna go right back on top of it. All right, how cute is that? Okay, so for this, let me find my measurements. Now I will also make sure the measurements are out there for you as well. You're gonna start with a piece of Designer Series paper of your choice. Thank you, Philomena. That is 4 by 9 and 5/8. Okay. And then we're going to do some scoring. So I scored this at 1 3/4, 4 1/2, 5 3/4, and 7. So you're going to see it's got some scoring on it. And then you're going to fold it like an accordion. Okay. So basically what we want to do is when you fold it, you want to fold this part up so you have that little slit in the inside for you to be able to have that gift card holder in there. Can you see that right there? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of adhesive along the two sides, and I'm going to adhere this together. Now you only want to add a real little bit of adhesive because otherwise you're going to glue the pocket together and you're not going to have room for that gift card holder at all. Okay, so we're just going to glue those together like that. And so what it did is you can see that I just glued the ends of that shut. And then you're going to need to find some kind of a punch that you can do a little bit of a slit in the top of this to kind of punch off that folded crease. I chose to use the rectangle, what is this one called? The punch, or can't think of it now, the stamp, the rectangular stamp punch. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and I'm just going to, I think I need to do this first. Let me grab my little, I gotta do this first. So I'm bringing in my little gift card so that I know how far I need to make that little slit. So I'm just going to put my gift card like this, and I have a little pencil, and I'm just going to add a couple little lines on each side so that I know how far I need to make that slit to be able to open that up, okay? So I'm going to maybe get this in here. Okay, so right there's the little one. I'm going to go like that. I'm going to punch that out. And then I'm going to do it on the other side because I want to skip that little part. And I'm going to do it here as well. And I may need to come down and do that one a little bit more. So this is just to kind of give you that opening, okay? So that you have a spot to do and put that gift card in. So from there, let me make sure it's gonna still fold up like this, okay? So there's your little slot. And then we're gonna just see and make sure that this gift card is going to fit inside. And it's sticking on me. It really does open. There we go. I just couldn't get it open. All right. And then your gift card is going to fit in here like this. Okay? Just like that. And then what you're going to do is you are going to take a piece of cardstock that coordinates, because you want to kind of wrap this around and tie it off. This is cut 1.5 by 7. And all I'm going to do is kind of wrap this around my gift card holder. So I'm just going to kind of bring this up. And you don't want it to be too tight, because you want to make sure that you can still slide this on and off. And then I'm just going to add some adhesive down here, like that. Okay, so you can slide that on and off. And then using a couple more of our punches, I punched out one of the shapes like this. And then I used another punch. I don't know the names of these off the top of my head, but I'll make sure that they're in the description so you know what punches these are. I stamped the blessings to you and yours this season and in the coming years. And I just adhered these two together. And those are going to go on there like that. And then we're going to put this on here with a couple of dimensionals. So let me find my dimensionals. There we go. And I'm just going to put my dimensionals on here. I like to do that a lot so I make sure that they're not going over and I have them where they need to be. And then I topped it off with one of the rhinestones. And there you have a cute little gift card holder that can be used for so many other different little, again, birthdays, lottery tickets, cash, so many different things that can fit in there. So I love it. So the main thing is just to find a punch that you can kind of slit across the top to kind of make that crease be cut open to be able to slide your gift card in there. So there you have the gift card holder. Whew! And I always feel accomplished when I am done with my 3D project. All right, so I hope you guys like that one. Oh, it'd be perfect, Cindy, for that. Yeah. Great one. And again, you can use it, do so many different papers that you could use this for, incorporate this with. So quick and simple. And the neat thing is you can get, I think you can get like 3 of them out of one piece of designer series paper, because this is 4 inches wide. And so you could easily get 3 of them out of one piece of designer series paper. So quick and simple and easy, and a neat little wow for people when you hand them their present. And it's not, so you could also do a to and from right here as well if you didn't want to do like an extra kind of a stamped image or a stamped greeting or like an image. You could easily just do a little to and from on tag on the front as well. All right, woohoo! We accomplished first project. Okay, my next card that I'm going to share with you is, thank you, Janet and Mary. I did it. I always feel so awesomely accomplished when I do that. So I'm going to share this one with you guys next. I need to actually fix my camera because I just realized that it's a little crooked and I don't like crooked. All right. Hopefully that fixed it a little bit. Maybe. Hopefully. Hopefully. I hate my wood grain being crooked. But anyway. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and start with this card right here. This angel is so pretty. And I'm going to show you some different ways that you can color these angels, where you don't necessarily need to color the full angel, or you can color the full angel if you want to. But for this, I'm going to use my Blushing Bride, and I'm going to fold this in half. And then I have my Mint Macaron. And then this is cut 5 1/4 by 4, followed by a piece of the Designer Series paper cut 5 by 3 3/4. And these I'm just going to adhere together. And then I double ribboned those. Do you see how I added both ribbons? I just loved that, the white one there as well. So we're going to add some of the pink ribbon to it first. Oops, I don't have, oh, there's my scissors. I almost was going to say I don't have scissors. I was going to have to run and get some, but I have scissors. Okay. So I'm going to add my pink ribbon here. And then I did my diamond weaved ribbon here. So again, I'm just going to kind of cut it the same size. And I put enough adhesive on there so that it would cover both of my ribbons. This Designer Series paper, Nancy, is the Whimsy and Wonder Designer Series paper, and it is so pretty. So I am pairing this designer paper with this stamp set. This designer paper actually goes with a different, or is part of the bundle of the Whimsical Trees, but I have been pairing this paper with so many other stamp sets, and I love it. I didn't think I was gonna like the non-traditional pink when I first saw this paper, but it has slowly become one of my favorite this out of the holiday catalog. The next thing we're going to do is we are going to, oh, I gotta find the right angel. There we go. So what I did is I measured my angel stamp to be able to figure out how big to make this basic white piece. And then I layered behind it my Mint Macaron a little bit bigger, okay? And I'm going to do a little bit of coloring on this first to show you what I did. I'm going to have to also run and go grab a Wink of Stella. I don't have a Wink of Stella. I did do Wink of Stella on the angel wings here because I really, really liked it there too. So on this one, I just kind of highlighted the angel's dress, and I didn't really, spritzers, and what the spritzers. Sorry, I got one of the girls down here and they're helping me get trying to find me my Wink of Stella. There we go. All right. So I'm actually using my dark 30 Flamingo, and I probably used the light, but I'm doing this on purpose to kind of show you the different look that you can get by just changing out a little bit of the color, okay? So all I did was kind of highlight the dress here and follow the stamped lines. So this is all I'm doing. Now, if you really wanted to color it all in, you'll see that I did do that here in just a little bit with one of the cards. But for this one, I just thought it was pretty and just kind of outlining this. I didn't think it really needed much more than that. Oh, let me bring that up a little bit. There we go. Okay, and then I'm going to color her hair using my Light Daffodil Delight. And I may have even picked different colors than what I had. I think I may have used So Saffron there. But again, this is to show you can use any colors that you might have. You don't have to use exactly the same ones. And then my Wink of Stella. My Wink of Stella is going to go onto here and onto my angel. Wink of Stella is amazing. I love it. Hi, Peggy. And Peggy, I did get your email and I will be responding to you. I was mentioning to everybody, I have been under the weather. Last week, I don't know if I mentioned to all of you, I was actually diagnosed with a touch of walking pneumonia. So I have been really tired. And so it has kind of been a slow go for me. So Peggy, I will be responding to your email because you should be receiving that from Stampin' Up! Your Eden's Garden bundle any day if you didn't already get it. and your other tutorials from me either tonight or tomorrow. So, okay. So anyway, there we have the Wink of Stella. So pretty. I love it. Oh, and I did need to get my ivory to color her face. So I'm assuming that that will just miraculously appear here too. Yep. I did like to have the ivory to be able to color because it just kind of made that kind of pop a little bit. And then I did put this on with some dimensionals. So I'm just going to put dimensionals on all 4 corners. Thank you. Okay. And then we're going to adhere that down to the card. So you'll see how pretty that just kind of pops with those double ribbons, and I just love it. So here you're going to get a little bit of a different look with a darker color of using the dark, oh, what's the color? Flirty Flamingo, that's it. Versus the light. Nope, let me also color in her neck there. There we go. And then the final thing on this is I stamped You're an Angel. So I thought, how cute would that be to give this card to, you know, someone that just says you're an angel. And then I put it on behind a piece of the Mint Macron cardstock. So I'm just going to do it like that. And then that's just going to, I put a little bit of adhesive right down here on this, and that just kind of stuck on here and kind of went off the edge a little bit. And that's what I did. Isn't that pretty? Oh, yay, good, Peggy. I figured you would. Yeah, I ordered that directly from the company and shipped that directly to you. So yeah, I knew that that would be coming. Hopefully, I thought you would have gotten it yesterday, so I'm glad you got that today. Okay, so that is card number 1, and thank you. You guys are all so sweet. But yeah, it's been, I didn't even know that I had a touch of walking pneumonia, so I just started coughing out of the blue and had a follow-up with my doctor just on other stuff, and she listened to my lungs, and she said, do you know that you got some diminished sounds in your lower left lobe? And I went, no. So she put me on an antibiotic, which at that point the antibiotic like really made me cough, and it actually made me very tired. And so I'm finally starting to and then like I said, yesterday, was it yesterday, the day before, I went and got my COVID booster, and then that put me down again for another day and a half. So anyway, I apologize. Like I said, it's been a crazy couple of or a week for me. Okay, so next is going to be this one, and look at that paper sparkle. Now for this one, I used both my light and my dark flamingo. Make sure I have both light. Oh, these are both dark. I'm going to need to find my light one. Okay, so while that's going to miraculously appear, I'm going to start layering the card together. So I guess that's what happens when I put stuff out when I'm not feeling the greatest, right? Okay, so this is my Misty Moonlight cardstock for the card base. And then I have my piece of, I think this is polished pink. And then I have a piece of basic white. This is 5 1/4 by 4. And then this is 5 by 3 3/4. Now this I use the melody, I forget what it's called, but it's an embossing folder, something melody, music melody or something. I love that look. This embossing folder, in my opinion, is hidden in the catalog. It blends into the page, and it was really hard for me to find. And I didn't think I would like it, but I love it paired with the angel. So, oh, and yes, Courtney, that paper, it just, when you it just sparkles and changes colors, and oh, it's just so gorgeous. I love it. Okay, so I'm also going to be using my ribbon. So you probably are wondering, why do I have ribbon on a piece of cardboard? So my, when I do my online party, my bingo nights, everybody got a half a bolt of ribbon and half a package of rhinestones. And so I needed the same rhinestones and the same ribbon tonight for my Facebook Live, so I just left it all out. So if you're wondering like why it's on a little sheet, that's what I do when I give people half a bolts of things. We wrap it up on a cute little piece of cardboard. And anyway, so hi Gail. Okay. Oh, Carol, that's a really good, that's cute, because you know what? That would mean that I would need to know musical notes, and I don't. So let's see if I make sure I don't put it on upside down. I think this way might be the right way. So I hate to admit it, but there is not much of a musical bone in my body. I'm glad that my girls have taken that on, and that they are. Natalie played the flute for a year with the marching band. And then Claire, most of you know, does the cello. So I'm really glad that they had that. We didn't have music or orchestra and stuff in my small school that I went to. So I don't know much about music. So it's nice that they had that opportunity. Okay, so then I have a piece of this paper. Again, this is part of that Whimsy and Wonder paper. And this is cut 4x3, and it's behind a piece of the Misty Moonlight. That's 4 1/4 by 3 1/4. And I'm just going to adhere those two together. This whole thing is going to then go on with some dimensionals. So I'm just going to put them in the 4 corners. So one of my Facebook Lives that I will be doing closer to the holidays is going to be, well, maybe it might be closer to the end of November, but I'm going to be doing about 2 or 3, maybe 3 or 4 3D projects of things that I'm making for little gifts and stuff. So I thought that might be a neat little one to do to give you guys ideas of little cute things to make for coworkers and things like that. So hopefully that's one that you guys, it'll be, no cards. It'll just be some little cute 3D things. So hopefully you guys won't mind that. But I got thinking about that. I'm like, yeah, I got to start thinking about that and making some things. Okay, so now we're going to do my coloring. And so for this, I'm just going to color. Let me make sure this is the light. Yes. So we're just going to color everything with the light Flirty Flamingo. So her entire dress is going to be colored with the light one. And then I just went back on top of it and colored in and highlighted some of the areas with the dark. And I did fussy cut this. So you're going to see that I did fussy cut this. There are no dies for this. But I don't mind fussy cutting. It goes pretty fast. I think it does anyway. Okay, and then we're going to come back in with one of those dark. And again, I'm just kind of highlighting on top of and accenting some of the outlines of her gown. Nothing too fancy. And then we're going to color her hair with our yellow again. And you could also make her hair brown. I made her blonde. And because I love the Wink of Stella, we're going to Wink of Stella those wings again. And color her bird, the little bird, yellow. And you could color the bird a different color if you wanted to. I kind of wanted to keep with the same color scheme. And color her face. And then we just are going to fussy cut this kind of quickly out. So just going to kind of go around her real quick. See, and I don't mind fussy cutting. To me, it goes pretty quick. And we're almost done. Ta-da! All right. Then I put this on with some dimensionals. This is probably my favorite card out of the ones that you're going to be seeing tonight. I just loved the pretty striped behind it. Oh, Carol ornaments I'm sure would have been pretty with this. Yeah. And then I have sometimes angels are just good people with kind hearts. And I already have that stamped to save a little bit of time tonight. And I'm going to put that behind a piece of the blue. And that's just going to go down here on the bottom. I'm actually trimming this just a smudge. My blue was a little too big. There we go. And I'm just going to put a little bit of adhesive right across her dress. Stick that on there, and then topped it off with a couple of rhinestones. I used the medium size, and I'm going to put them up here at top a little bit further. And there you have that card. Love that one. It's so pretty. Okay. So that is our second card. Let me see what I have next on this pile here. Let me check our time. Oh, we're doing pretty good on time. Okay. Next one I'm going to show you is this one right here. Thank you, everyone. Now this one I wanted to kind of go for a little bit of a different look with the angel. So, and I'm not sure if this is my favorite one, but you can see I kind of did it in blue instead and all that good stuff. So for this I used basic white from my card base. And then I have a layer of the designer series paper that is cut 5 by 5 1/4 by 4. And then I still went ahead and put this ribbon around it. I usually don't like putting ribbon just around designer series paper because it makes it kind of, it's a thick ribbon for just a little piece of paper. But I did it because, you know, I wanted to show you guys the versatility of doing different things. But I'm a big layering person. I like to layer, layer, layer. Okay. Oops, and then I pulled it a little too tight. All right, there we go. All right, so we're just gonna add some adhesive down. And if the ribbon's buckling a little bit, it's okay, because once we add the angel to the middle, it will, it'll lay right down, okay? So now we're going to do a little bit of coloring with her. And for this, I used the Light Night of Navy. And I'm just going to come in here and kind of outline again. I didn't want to color the whole dress blue because I thought that it would be a little too much, being that it's such a dark color. So we're just going to kind of bring this in. Like this. And then we're going to go up here, do this part. There. And this time I am going to color her hair using crumb cake. We're going to make her hair darker. Just because it's here, so why not, right? And let's go ahead and add in some Wink of Stella. Oh, I bet you that would be pretty, Courtney. So Courtney said we could use the color lifter to add different shades of blue. So yes, we could. We could color all this light, add blue, and then use the color lifter to remove some. That would have worked as well. Usually when I do my classes, so this was a class that I did here in my basement. My poor ladies, I think, would strangle me if I kept them here for too long. So a lot of times I don't do things too complicated. But yeah, that would definitely work as well. So that color lifter is an amazing thing. All right, and then we're going to layer this behind Blushing Bride. And then this is going to go on my card with some dimensionals. four corners. Let me bring my card back in. And like I said, that's going to help that stay in place, so that hold that ribbon down. And then I added a little rhinestone to the center of all of those stars, which I think just made this card just like pop. Now this one I did not add any kind of a sentiment or greeting on at all. I thought, oh, didn't really need one. There. So then I got a little bit of a different take with different color hair. All right. So my next card that I'm going to show you, we're going to use, last two actually, showcase the little angel, or the little stamped image. So let me bring in the supplies for that one. So all along so far, we have been using the big angel, and now I'm going to shift gears and we're going to use the little girl angel, which is so cute. Okay, so we are going to start with a piece of the Mint Macron cardstock, and then I have basic white for my layer, 5 1/4 by 4, and then I have some pieces of Designer Series paper in here that are just going to get glued across in here. So these two will get one to the top, one to the bottom. Then the opposite side is the pink that will go in the middle. And a card similar to this is what was sent to me by a friend of mine. I tweaked it a little, had to add a few things to it because I like to do more layering. But this was the inspiration card that was sent to me that I decided to do a class with this. Now I am offering an ordering promotion. Anybody who puts in a minimum $30 order with me from now through Sunday night, you will receive 3 of the projects that I've created tonight. You can either get 3 cards or 2 cards in the little gift card holder. So you have to just let me know what your preference is. Just by putting in a $30 order. You can either do that directly online through my website, or you can message me and I'd be happy to put that order in for you. So wanted to make sure I mentioned that. And then we added the ribbon. So I'm just going to add some adhesive down to the center of that. And I'm going to bring in this ribbon, and I just kind of at an angle. Most of you know this little tip that I've done many times. We're just going to weave the ribbon back and forth over top that adhesive, and then we're going to just cut it. And then we are going to do some layering. So I have my little girl that layered onto my piece of Mint Macron. So I'm going to, oh, I'm sure that gold leafing, the gold flakes was pretty too, May. Yeah, it's a good idea. And then I layered this behind the polished pink. And then this went on my card with some dimensionals. And then we're going to color that cute little girl. So I'm just going to put some dimensionals on here, like that. And then it's going to go up here like this. I probably should have colored her first, but that's okay. Again, I used the Mint Macron to color her dress. The light Mint Macron. I'm just going to color it all in here. And then I'm going to use the dark Mint Macron to kind of go over some of these lines. Wink of Stella, because who cannot have, not have too much Wink of Stella on the wings. And I may not have all of my colors here to finish this one, but that's okay if I don't. You'll get the, I'm going to use the light here for that. We're going to use the pink to color these in. And then I used, oh, I guess I do have everything here. The dark for her hair. The yellow for the flowers on her band of flowers up here. On her little headpiece. And then I used the ivory for her face. Let me make sure this is ivory. One time I thought it was ivory and it wasn't, and yeah, I think I made them blue or something. Okay, and there you have that card. And then the final thing I did was top it off with a couple of rhinestones as well. So rhinestone, rhinestone, rhinestone. Again, I did not even put a sentiment on that one because I didn't think it needed one. I agree, Peggy. You cannot have too much sparkle. I totally agree with you. So there you have that card. Okay, my last project for tonight, and wow, we're going to get through them all. I'm so excited, is this one right here. Isn't that one cute? Okay, so for this one, I used the crumb cake for my card base. And then I used the a piece of, this is 5 by 3 3/4 of the polished pink. And this is 4 3/4 by 3 1/2 of a piece of the paper from the Whimsy and Wonder. Now I love this piece of paper paired together with the polished pink. It just makes those, you see how it makes those like berries just pop? Love it. So we're gonna adhere those two together. And then we're gonna wrap some ribbon around there. Thank you, Philomena. Like I said, these were very fun cards for me to create. And this stamp set was not on my list, and it was probably one of my favorite classes that I did for Christmas after it was all said and done. So I think that's usually the case, though, with a lot of us. We don't think we really want something or like something until we see something made with it, and then when we start playing with it, I don't know about you, but that's how I am. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, I love it. It's so fun. Okay, and then I'm going to cut a little, and this ribbon, I'm going to be so sad when this ribbon is gone. This ribbon is amazing. I think Courtney commented on that. It is. This ribbon is so nice. If you have not used this ribbon yet, oh, it's lovely. Lovely ribbon. Okay, and then we're going to put a piece of this on through here and just tie it around like that. And then we will cut these at a little bit of an angle. And then I stamped the blessings to you and yours this season and in the coming years. Used my layering circles, cut them out. I love layering circles. I really miss the punches. So I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I just pull out my punches and use them, even though it's Stampin' Up! Retired the circle punches, because we have the same sizes in the layering circles. So if I'm being really lazy and I don't want to go and get out my stuff, I will just use the punches. All right, so then for this one, I used my Flirty Flamingo, and I did the exact same thing again. I just kind of outlined her dress, but this time I'm going to actually color the whole dress, just to kind of give you a little bit of a different idea and a different take on it. We are going to color her entire dress. This is the light Flirty Flamingo. And then I'm going to go back in with the dark Flirty Flamingo and do, excuse me, a little bit of highlighting. I agree, Janet. The punches are a lot easier, especially when I have limited time to design things. And so I just grab punches a lot. I'm not going to lie. So, all right. We are going to Wink of Stella her. I get asked that question a lot, by the way, like how do I design how do I have time to design? But when I sit down to design a class and it's around a specific bundle or a specific stamp set, I can design my projects in about an hour. Like that's about 5 of them. So I've gotten pretty quick with it. It's just being able to sit down and do it. So there's that. And then the light one. I want the light one. I'm gonna go like this, like this, like that. And then color in these little specks. I'm with you, Karen. I hope that they bring back those punches too, because I do miss them. The circle punches are so much easier. Okay, so I'm just gonna color her hair. And then I am gonna, since I have my ivory color here, I'm going to color her face, her arm. And then I did fussy cut this, so we are going to do that as well. But you'll see a little bit of a different take on how the card turned out from me coloring the whole dress versus just an outline. All right, so I'm going to go down in there. I like to cut that off so it's out of my way. Almost there. Voila! All right, so then we're going to put her on with a couple of dimensionals. And look at the difference in look that you get with that. Isn't that cool? All right, so I'm going to bring back in all of our projects from tonight so you guys can see all of them. So we have this little card right here. And then we had this one that we did. And we had this one. This one, which is probably my favorite. And last but not least, this one right here. And then that awesome little gift card holder. So if you joined me a little bit late, we made a cute little gift card holder that holds a gift card. So, you know, Starbucks, how cool is that? So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed these awesome projects tonight using that Angels of Peace stamp set, and that it's given you a few ideas of ways that maybe you might like to use it as well. But like I said, I kind of fell in love with it after I got playing with it. So thank you, Philomena, and thank you all for joining me tonight. I will be back next week with some more awesome projects for all of you as well. And in the meantime, I want to make sure you guys all know that I've opened up, some of you have asked for some Basement Bunch stamping apparel, that my local companies opened up the store again for people to be able to purchase Basement Bunch shirts. They now have blankets and they have bags and all kinds of stuff. So feel free to check that out. I did post a link on my group page and my I got on my group right before I went live with you all. So anyway, thank you all so very much. And I look forward to seeing you all back here next week. And again, thank you so much for watching me every week. It means so much to me that you take the time to do that. Bye, everyone.